comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. Well, I can't eat seafood anymore. I can't eat anything coming out of the fucking ocean anymore because I watched that documentary Seaspiracy. If you like eating fish, oysters, whale, dolphin, do not watch that movie. It's just another thing I fucking enjoy off my list. Why not take another thing off my list? There's almost nothing left on my list already, and now salmon's off it. Out of all the food documentaries I've watched, and I've watched them all, this is the heaviest one. This is the one where you're like, fuck, there's just no justification to eat anything out of the ocean anymore. I mean, Food Inc. was bad. I couldn't even watch the last 10 minutes of Food Inc. But Food Inc. was a little bit more complicated because that was, if I can remember, I can barely remember, was more about factory farming. But there's alternatives to factory farming, which I also don't use, like free-range sustainable cows or something like that, where they murder the cow, like, gently. The cow still gets murdered, just not in front of friends and family. But that shit was a little bit easier to turn a blind eye to. Over time, it became very easy to turn a blind eye to it. But after watching Seaspiracy, you're like, everything coming out of the ocean is fucked. There's no regulations. They're just murdering everything. They're just sweeping everything out of the sea, churning it up, and then feeding it to fat cunts like me who are trying to lose weight. But it's easier to stop eating seafood than the other stuff because you're just like, ocean, anything that comes out of the ocean, I can't eat. And I love shit that comes out of the ocean, but I just can't do it. It hit me too hard, so I'm never eating seafood again. That's my little contribution to humanity. My wife isn't either, and she fucking loves seafood. She gets like excited about fucking seafood. Even she said she's never eating seafood again. I mean, she ate fish the very next morning for breakfast, but she said after that, I'm never eating fish again. The very next morning. I didn't see a tear rolling down her cheek while she was eating either. But after we watched that movie, my wife sent a message to her sister saying, you've got to watch Seaspiracy. We can't eat seafood anymore. And my wife's sister sent back a message saying, I'm not watching it, Akka. Akka is sister. I'm not watching it, Akka. I'm just going to keep eating seafood. I'm already doing shit for humanity. I'm a doctor. I'm already out there saving lives. I've already made a sacrifice. Let some fat fuck who isn't doing shit for anyone sacrifice seafood. Let them give up seafood because I'm not doing it. And I was like, that's fair enough. That's a fair enough argument. She is saving lives already. Like legitimately saving lives. Like putting brains back into skulls and shit. So I was like, tell her I will be that fat fuck to give up fish. And she can continue eating fish. I'll make the sacrifice so she can continue. So I'm not eating anything out of the ocean anymore. But that's it. I'm done. If there's another fucking documentary coming out about pigs or cows or fucking anything, emus, kangaroo, fucking anything, I'm not watching it. I don't eat a lot of emu, but I don't want to feel guilty when I do. You get me? And chickens. That's my main thing. I eat all the other shit, but chicken is like my staple. That's pretty much what I eat every day. Chicken and eggs. I could probably give up the other shit like lamb, cow, pig, goat, but chicken would be fucking real hard. I think chicken has to take the bullet for the rest of the animals. Chickens have to make the sacrifice for the other animals. Like the other animals, you could really convince me not to eat any of them. Like if I saw a cool cow, I'd be like, fuck, alright, no cows anymore. If I watch Babe Pig in the City again, I'd be like, alright, pigs are off the fucking menu. If I saw a goat like high up on a cliff, just standing on the edge of a rock, I'd be like, how could you eat one of those fuckers? If I saw a lamb in a box trying to make some veal, I could definitely go off the fucking lamb. But it would be very hard for you to come up with an argument to convince me not to eat chicken. I've seen chickens. There's not much in there. There's not much going on upstairs. They've only got two emotions, fucking scared and slightly less scared. They're just running around terrified all the time with good reason because we're killing like 1 trillion of them a year and they can't fly and everything just wants to eat it all the time. That would be a bad life for a chicken. You are just dinner for everything. Poor fucking chickens. I don't even know if I like chicken that much. It's just a very good vehicle for Tabasco sauce. If you can find me something better to put on Tabasco sauce, then I'll stop eating fucking chicken. I know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is I'm eventually only going to eat eggs. I'm going to have to get some land somewhere and like 10 or 12 chickens and just eat the eggs. And by the way, the eggs in India are so much better than Australia. They're like all organic. Pretty much all of them are organic and they don't have that fucking smell. You buy eggs in Australia from the supermarket, even if they're organic, you crack them open, you smell them, it has that like sulfuric fucking smell to it. And then you eat them and you're doing some real out there farts. You're like, I don't know if that's healthy. But here I'm just down in eggs and no farts. And it doesn't have that fucking smell. And the other thing is, with the eggs here, a couple of eggs a day, I only use the white. So what you can do here is you just crack the egg and it gets a hole in it. And the fucking egg white just slides out and keeps the fucking yellow inside the egg. You don't have to do shit. The yellow still gets used, don't worry. They fry it up and give it to the dogs. Nothing goes to waste here. Legitimately nothing goes to waste. Everything gets fucking eaten. Chicken beaks, goat shin, fucking everything gets eaten. Anyway, that's it. Watch Seaspiracy because I think you need to watch it to know what's going on. But that will do for tonight. Have fun and I'll see you the fuck later.